Yesterday, I released a video comparing the brand new MacBook Neo to the Air and the Pro, and many people in the comments said, I really wish you had included a $600 Windows laptop in this comparison as well. So this morning I went to Walmart, I purchased this Asus VivoBook for $659. Let's compare these two laptops. Let's quickly talk about hardware here, and it's probably no surprise the MacBook is the clear winner. This laptop, even at $600, $500 if you're a student, feels amazing. It feels just as good as the MacBook Pro line. The entire laptop is made out of aluminum, and everything about this just feels premium. And when you open up the lid here, everything is just balanced, and it feels amazing. Now, the Asus is a little better than I was expecting. I thought I was gonna get a plastic laptop. We've got metal on the top and on the palm rest here. The bottom, however, is plastic. And when you open this thing, it just feels like a flimsy, cheap laptop. I actually really like the way this keyboard feels. The MacBook is a little bit nicer, but I don't have many complaints about the keyboard on either machine. The trackpad is another story here. Although the trackpad isn't quite as nice on the Neo as compared to the Air or Pro lines, this trackpad is still fantastic, and you really notice how much better it is when you move over to a cheap Windows laptop here. It's difficult to explain this on camera, but as I move my finger around this trackpad, the pressure it requires to actually click feels completely different, and this trackpad feels gummy. It's just absolutely no comparison. Now, when it comes to ports, the Asus is the clear winner. We've got one USB-C port, 3 USB-A ports, an HDMI port, and a power port. On the MacBook Neo, we've only got 2 USB-C ports, and one of them is USB 2.0. We're gonna be testing the speeds of the fastest USB-C ports in just 1 second. Now, obviously, the screen on the Asus laptop is much larger. However, there is much higher resolution on the MacBook Neo, and when I cycle through different images, I am noticing just how much better the colors and the contrast look on the MacBook Neo. Clearly, the MacBook has a superior display. Let's do a quick speaker test at 75% volume on each laptop. All right, no comparison at all. MacBook Neo, clear winner. All right, let's get into performance testing here, and I wanna start with a restart test. Let's restart both computers and see which one can restart the fastest. Go. Wow, and look at that. The Asus wins for the first time ever. I have reviewed and compared a bunch of Windows laptops to MacBooks in the past, and I have never seen a Windows machine restart that quick, so we're off to a good start here. Maybe this is gonna be a good competition. All right, so I now have 10 videos running in the background of both computers, and they're both doing great. I don't notice any slowdown whatsoever. I have the exact same video playing right here, and I can tell you, I don't know if this is gonna show up on camera, but my skin tones on this screen look very strange to me. So I don't think this is gonna be the best option for creatives if you're a photographer or videographer and you need your colors to be accurate. This monitor is looking a little strange, but let's keep testing. Now, in my last test, I opened up every application that came on a MacBook, but because the applications are different here, I don't want to do that test. Instead, we're going to go right to a Photoshop test. I have a gigantic 8 GB Photoshop document that I'm going to try to open on both of these laptops at the same time while leaving these 10 videos playing in the background. Yesterday, the MacBook could not do this, but let's see if I can pull it off today. Hey, and we are open here. All right, I'm gonna try to zoom in here. That's actually a little bit better performance than I was getting yesterday, because yesterday when I did this test, I had 15 applications open. But keep in mind, I do still have those YouTube videos playing, but I'm getting much better results here. I am scrolling around this image very smoothly. Very good results on the Windows computer as well. Now it's freezing. Now it's freezing. Uh-oh. I spoke too soon. It's not working at all now. There we go, we're back. Even with that little hiccup, this is a much better result than I was expecting. I didn't even think it was gonna open this file up. It's freezing again. There we go. Now, before we move on to the next test, I want to do a transfer and port speed test. So what we're gonna do now, I have 2 identical ultra high speed SSDs here. They're both formatted to exFAT to make things fair. Let's go ahead and transfer a 100 GB file in 3, 2, 1, go. Not enough disk space on the MacBook. Hold on. And here we can see the first bottleneck on the Mac here. This thing only comes with 256 gigs of storage. You can pay to upgrade that, but it costs more money. The Asus comes with 512, so double the storage. Depending on what you do with this laptop, you're probably going to want to pay for extra storage. All right, I've had to delete a ton of files and applications and all the working files that I had prepared for this video. I had to delete all of those. Let's try this test one more time. 3, 2, 1, go. The MacBook was approximately double the speed, which it should be. Now, when I first started filming this 57 minutes ago, both laptops were on 100% battery power. The MacBook Neo is at 72% battery, and the Asus is at 47% battery. So I better hurry if I want to finish these tests. For the next test, we're going to be importing a bunch of pictures into Adobe Lightroom, and because I'm trying to break these machines, I still have the 10 videos playing in the background, and I have the 8 GB file opened up in Photoshop. Let's import both of these at 3, 2, 1, go. All right, both laptops did a pretty good job here. The MacBook Neo did win, but not by much. Now, when it comes to photo editing, obviously having a larger screen is super convenient, but once again, I am just noticing how weird the colors are on this screen, so cannot recommend it for that. I am now going to export 286 RAW files to JPEGs onto the desktop on both computers. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, the Windows machine just finished. That was incredibly slow, but nothing compared to how slow the MacBook is going here. We're only like 20% done on the MacBook. I don't know what's going on, but I have to believe it's because we just have too much going on behind the scenes on both these laptops. So I am going to close out of the 10 YouTube videos, and I'm going to close out of Photoshop. I want to run this test one more time on both machines and really get a fair comparison here. All right, now the only thing we have open is Lightroom. Let's do the exact same test again. 3, 2, 1. All right, so halfway through that test, the Windows machine ran out of batteries, so I had to plug it in. And I noticed as soon as I plugged it in, it did start going a little bit faster, and the fans inside started spooling up. So even though I have the battery settings on this laptop set to high or performance mode, you do seem to get better performance when this laptop is plugged in. I don't think that's the case with the MacBook Neo, and I still haven't plugged in the MacBook Neo. All right, for this final test here, we're going to be exporting a video in Adobe Premiere, and when I scrub through these video files, it's not super smooth on the Neo. It was definitely smoother yesterday on the Air and the Pro laptops, and when I scrub on this Windows machine, it's also not perfect. Maybe, though, it's a little bit better than the Neo. Let's export this video. 3, 2, 1, go. All right, this test finally wrapped up, and once again, the Windows machine is the clear winner here. So just like the last test, the results of this test are a huge shock to me. When it comes to build quality alone, there's not much of a comparison. The MacBook is the clear winner. It's got the best screen, the best chassis, the best keyboard, the best mouse, and the best speakers. It has far fewer ports, but its high-speed port is twice as fast as the Asus. And the battery life on the MacBook Neo is almost twice as good. Now, I was fully expecting the MacBook to destroy the Asus when it comes to performance as well, but that is not the case. I am blown away by just how well this $650 laptop performed. Not only was I able to open a ton of applications on this machine without feeling any slowdown at all, when it came to raw performance and rendering photos and videos, this machine clearly has more power than the MacBook Neo. That being said, this comparison is kind of apples to oranges here because this Windows machine is significantly larger than the MacBook Neo. This thing is almost twice as thick. It's probably 25% bigger overall, and they're able to fit a larger, more powerful processor inside with cooling. But power and performance isn't everything, and in my humble opinion, the MacBook Neo is still by far the superior machine. Well, guys, thank you for watching. If you happen to be a photographer, make sure you join our photography contest. They are totally free to enter, and you can win thousands of dollars in prizes. And if you're a photographer or videographer and you're thinking about going pro, check out all of our full-length professional photography and videography tutorials at fstoppers.com/store.